on the computer. Okay, well, I'd like to welcome everyone to our virtual event. This is on how to fine-tune your driver performance. And we have the PGA Tour Superstore here with us today to give us a fabulous presentation. And I just wanted to let everybody know before we started that this month we have a very special September membership offer. And with that, you get not only an annual membership, but you get a $25 gift card to spend at the PGA Tour Superstore and 4 free months. So if there's something you see that you want to purchase, go ahead and join and renew, and we'll send you your gift card right after the call. So what I'd like to do right now is introduce Callista Hahn. She is the National Marketing Director and Customer Engagement Person for the PGA Tour Superstore. And Callista, why don't you take it away?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Donna. And I'd like to, from the Performance Training Center for PGA Tour Superstore here in Roswell, Georgia, welcome everyone to the call today. And as Donna mentioned, today's focus is on drivers and fine-tuning your driver. And we've got some great guests here today. We're going to go through a driver studio fitting. Then we're going to talk about some of the new equipment with women specifically in mind. Then we're going to transition, as we normally do, over to our neighboring studio here with Megan Detro, our Manager of Merchandising Execution, who's going to show us some of the layest apparel trends for women, especially this fall as we transition from summer to fall, and then sometimes back and forth several times, right? Layering is super important. So we'll see some great new products in apparel. As well as footwear. So without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and get started. And hopefully, for those of you that haven't joined us before, I'd like to introduce Summer Fenstermaker. And Summer, welcome. Summer is our lead studio trainer here in the Performance Training Center. And we are so blessed to have her today. So, Summer, we've also invited Jen Buckley from our accounting team, who we looked around for someone that could really drive the ball to make this a great segment here today and to really illustrate the importance of a properly fit driver. So with that, Summer, I'm going to turn it over to you two ladies to actually go through a driver fitting and show the importance of that and some of the technology that we're able to capture in our stores, in our performance training center studios in the stores, premium custom fittings.
Thanks, Melissa. Okay. All right, Jen. So Jen and I chatted a little bit before you guys got here. Now, have a lighter driver and maybe one that's a little heavier that you use.
Yes. So I started playing and I just didn't have any clubs, so I used my boyfriend. So I used my boyfriend's driver and I learned on that one. And then I did end up getting my own set, and turned out I did worse with the lighter driver. So I tend to use my boyfriend still, but
Yeah. So, and that sometimes can be common. You kind of get used to what you get used to. So I think the biggest thing I want ladies to get out of this is to actually fit, right? Try some of these products for yourself. We can talk about it all day, but how it's going to correlate to your swing and your speed, just get in and test. So we got a couple of different drivers here, and we're going to dive a little bit more deeply into them. The Kalea First Premier, I'm going to have you hit just a few with that, and we'll collect some shots on it. And then I have something that is maybe a little bit longer and a little bit heavier. So we're going to collect the data on both of these and just see what works for Jen. And we'll talk a little bit about loft later too, right? So these are both around 12 degrees. That's going to help launch it in the air, right? Or should. So let's just see what she likes. All right, Jen, you want to hit just a few with that? Okay. Go. Baby drop, you like it?
Those look like nice drives.
Wow. I'd say that's perfect. I would say try this out. So something based on what you've said, because your fitter is going to find out some information about your golf game, right? Your equipment. So we're going to try something closer to what she's potentially used to, maybe a little bit heavier, a little longer. All right, Jen, I'm going to put this under. Like 1 second, it's just a little bit slower than usual. Hold the touch. There you go.
Can you back that camera up a little bit just so we can see her club face, please? There you go. Thank you.
We're not seeing the screen.
Yeah, we need
We're seeing
someone
you.
Yeah, we need someone at the PGA store to say something so the screen will pop back to the screen.
You lost your screen.
There we are.
There we
There we are.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
and
Okay.
then- and someone speaks, it'll pop to that person, so I'll be quiet.
Feeling Jen compared to the other one. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Okay. Because the length is one of the most important things we gotta knock out, right? Because you're gonna be able to see on here. You wanna come back here, we'll look at some of your data. Okay. Okay. So here is the, right here in white. So if we're looking. It's gonna let you know, it's gonna give us impact location, right? So the closer we can hit it to the center, it's gonna bring your ball speed up, you're gonna hit it potentially farther, right? So here you go right here. Now, look at your potential on this, right? So I want to see also your fitter is going to be able to tell you based on this little blue band here in TrackMan, if the height is good, if the spin is good, and if it's something that's going to work for you. So right now we know Jen is leaving quite a bit on the table, right? Her optimal is 167, right? We're getting about 142. So let's look at, we can compare this other driver. Does that tell you too? We went a little bit heavier. So even though, right, you're a lady, right? You're in ladies flex, but still the ladies drivers didn't work out as good, right? And look how awesome this is. A little bit high on the face, but you see how consistent her strikes were, which with a little bit more weight. So this is fantastic. And then we're looking overall averages now, right? Now she's almost all optimal in that area, out for really close to what's optimal. 158 compared to lighter, which was about 142. So again, like she said, maybe lighter's not always better. So I really just wanted to get and test some of these products, right? So really the only other thing we could do, let's look at being 12 degrees, we could maybe even make some adjustments now on the head. We can actually pop the head off on some of these clubs. And I might give her a little less loft since you see that's launching a little bit potentially high to see if we can't get her even more distance. So. Yeah. We gotta start playing this. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I can. Let's do it. Let's try it. So we can try it. So right now you can see we're at 12 degrees. So let's take a little bit of loft off. And see if that works for me, right?
So is this everything that you go through if somebody were to come in and sign up for a club fitting?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we'll be able to make any adjustments you need based on your game. And if you're somebody who thinks you're not good enough to get fit, come in anyway, because really important things to knock out are like the length, right? If I can get her getting closer to the center, that's going to be a better fit as well. So even if there's no other adjustments we can make, I definitely want you to come in, no matter what your level, no matter what your level is, beginner to somebody who's maybe a little more intermediate.
And so everything that you're discussing on those computer screens is what the purchaser or the person coming in for the fitting will be able to see?
Yes, they'll be, if you book in studio, they're gonna be able to talk to you about all these numbers. You'll be able to see that impact location, your flight window, how high it is to make sure you have what's right for you, so you can optimize your driver. Okay, try that, and we'll see what it does.
Wow, she's so much higher than me.
Nice. Nice. That, I'd say maybe get 2 more for me. Just 2 more, and we'll see. So I'm gonna give this. Right, on the law. Right. Say one more, Jen. That's perfect. That was out for about 172 yards. Nice. Right, that's okay. So if we want to come back here, oh yeah, I didn't register that one. So maybe one more, because there's one I like. So you're gonna see that too as a fitter. If I'm more consistent with a little bit more loft, just know loft is your friend, right? So if we're getting more consistency, isn't that interesting though? We just went -1, and maybe this is a little, maybe it's not. Okay, okay, then go ahead and come back here. So we did get one shot that we loved, right? So if we look at these on average, this first one was just on, right, just 12 degrees. And she's coming in at about 44 feet, which I like that for Jen, right? That works. Now, if we come over here, not bad on this first one, but I don't know if I necessarily love 28 feet. I need that to be closer to 40s, right, for Jen. And this one, this was absolutely awesome, but I really didn't pick up any more, right? She rolled out a little bit more. She got 172 out of it because that number right there. And usually if you strike it somewhere up here, you get more rollout generally, right? It's a little bit higher or above that equator on the face. So I liked one of those, but at this point too, if we had more time, yeah, you could go back and put it at standard and see if it's any better. But I really like this for her, just at 12 degrees, right at 44. I got an average in there. She hit 3 shots in a row, so I know she timed that a little bit better. So I'm probably going to keep you at 12 degrees. And then she can check in with me. If she's not getting the rollout she needs, then she could easily just -1 degree off, right, by herself, right? When you buy one of these drivers, they'll send you one with the wrench. So any of that adjustability, if you don't want to do that, just talk to your fitter and have them adjust it before you leave the store. But really important, right? Kind of look different to your eye.
It did, yeah.
A little bit.
I line it up with the wall.
Right,
Yeah.
right. My face and turn it
Right.
down just a touch. So yeah, really important just to get in and see. But right now I recommend, yeah, just stay at home. I like that a bit better.
Does anybody have any questions you want to put in there? I see one that you just answered, is more loft or less loft better for a female?
It really just depends on you, right? Sometimes I'll get ladies in and you can go as low as 8 degrees and turn it down even a little more. Sometimes you might think, sometimes driver heads are 13.5 degrees, and that's doable for you. But you'll be able to tell real quickly if you're one of those ladies that takes it a little higher and finds that you don't get any rollout, you probably have too much loft.
Summer, can you speak to the age of equipment? I mean, a lot of people are playing with equipment that might be 3, 5, 7 years old. Technology improves, same swing, same everything. Would a change in the club increase your distance accuracy?
Absolutely, new technology can help. A good rule of thumb is, I would say 5 years, right? I think if your equipment's, I would even say over 3 years old, come in and test out some of the new stuff and just see if it's worth it to you. If you're getting about the same numbers and the same averages as your old equipment, then keep it for another season. But I'd say about 5 years is a good rule of thumb on equipment.
And we do performance evaluations. So bring your existing equipment in and you can compare that to the newer technology.
Smart,
So you can feel good about your purchase.
smart, right? It only takes 25 minutes and they'll be able to tell you whether it's worth the upgrade or not. Thanks to Woodside. Yeah.
I
One
have
of the-
two, I have two more questions. Cindy would like to know if the last club you used was a man's club. And then Peggy asked, what do you mean by heavier club? Are you referring to shaft weight? For example, women's club versus a men's club?
So it could be, yes, absolutely. This might be heavier, like what we gave Jen. So I'm looking at shaft weight. Even head weight can be different, even down to grip weight, right? This was a standard men's grip. This, you can see, is a little bit skinnier. So yeah, this one is absolutely going to be lighter, right? So everything from the grip all the way down, it's going to be different, right? If it's women specific.
Well, I know you're going to have a lot more questions here in a minute, but I would like to introduce Bill Elmore, who is the director of our Performance Training Center, to speak more about equipment. And I know you and Summer have some additional great information to share about some of our new products.
Yeah, thanks, Callista. Hello, everybody. Welcome again. Summer, you just went through a pretty cool fit in a relatively short period of time. So obviously, because of a shorter period of time, we kind of narrowed your focus a little bit. If you're in store fitting any of our guests, fitting will last about 75 minutes. Is that about right?
Correct.
So there are so many different details that you consider as a fitter in that time. Aside from loft, what do you consider?
I'm looking at head shape as well. They have also like low spin heads specific with people that have potentially more speed, right? Also, low spin heads have a tendency to want to go more right. Most golfers that we find, what, over 70% of people we see usually slice it, right? For the right-handed golfer. So down to the head design, I think it's huge. You get low spin, you get like a bigger fat, you're gonna have higher MOI, which is going to be more resistant to that twisting. Head type is really important. Think about it, it's the only thing that hits the ball, right? So we got to make sure we're getting the right head.
So during that fitting, because you have more time, typically how many different options of heads are you able to try in that?
So looking in studio too, now know that there's going to be a difference, right? Between demo day where you can just go into the Superstore and try all different kinds. If you go into a studio fit, I would try to have it narrowed down to three brands you're interested in, see what's out there, because you only have a limited number of swings. And once I see that wall speed dip, I'm not going to get any more collectible data, right?
Yeah, so typically after you get 30, 40, 50 swings into a fit, we start to lose that energy a little bit, right?
I'm done after like 20, easy. So yeah, you're done.
So even though you might be testing 3 different brands, there's still an opportunity to adjust it and re-hit it. So you might be hitting 4 or 5 or 6 different combinations of equipment throughout that fit to really battle it.
Absolutely. And you can see too, you can be able to change any of these out with heavier weights depending on what brand, like for Titleist specifically, they have a head that's lighter, right? This is about 10 grams lighter than their other heads, like the 2, 3, and 4, which now this is going to come out in the fall that's new. So that's lighter, as well as like with Callaway. Specifically, if somebody slices it, they do have a drop bias head, or you have this sliding track. So I can take this weight and crank it into the heel if you're someone that slices it. Guess what? You don't need golf lessons, right? I mean, really, truly, you could just, no, it's terrible, terrible things. But really, if you're working on your golf game, great. If not, have some of the tech on the club do the work for you.
Absolutely. So with the continued increase in participation of the female golfers as a percentage of the whole out there now. The club manufacturers have been forced to innovate to meet the needs of these golfers.
Yes.
So are we seeing a larger supply, a larger number of options that we can fit for now?
Yeah, and even like, if you look at the PMGLE. Better than that, other than like package sets as well, instead of having different material in package sets, it can be the same materials that you purchase by 1 or 2 books.
And we'll transition to package sets here in just a moment. So speaking of price point then, so if we were buying a new driver, fitted through Studio, and we were using the components that would come stock from the vendor, really good shaft, give it a high quality head, a good grip of choice. What price point are we typically looking at?
You can, if you get last season's driver, you can pay anywhere from like 400 to like an upgraded shaft, maybe you're gonna spend 1,400 on the driver. So about $1,000 spread, so you can spend up to 14.
Yeah, absolutely. Some would say driver's the most important club in the bag. You know, for score, you gotta hit the fairway, hit the greens, right? So,
Right.
so maybe it's worth it. But let's talk about a lot of these new golfers coming in to the industry, whether it's male, female, or juniors. Those package sets that you referenced are becoming very popular. Now, when you compare that to a $500 driver purchase, when we're looking at package sets, price points anywhere from, $1,000 to $2,000, there's a lot of value considering what you get, right?
Yeah. The bag alone, like say you can buy all this separately, instead of, what is this for? This is about $899.
Yep.
So you might get half the clubs out of here, but what's nice about package sets, especially, you get a newer golfer, you're gonna spend around 300 on the bag. And then the putter is somewhere around $400 or $500 now. So already they're throwing in that added value, right? But you can really get out the door with something that's gonna work for you, even for that person that's like, I'm not get fit. These come in and knock out the length too, because these come in also sizes. So if you're at that 5'3" threshold, we can minus an inch off the shaft to explore it that way.
So what we have here in front of us, this is the new Calais Gold package set that's available. It's a 10-piece set. Comes with the driver, a 5-wood, a 6 hybrid, and then 7 iron through pitch and sand wedge, plus a putter and a bag. So when we're talking about value, the pricing on this set, yes, it's right at $1,900, I believe, in stores now. At $1,900 for 10 clubs plus a bag, as opposed to what we said before, investing $500 or more in a single club, this is a really strong value play, which is now something that you had mentioned to me before we even started filming, that you learned about this equipment as far as the design and the quality of the components.
So people ask all the time, are the package sets as good, right? They use the same material. And in the past, even as recent as I would say the last couple of years, I would say no, in some sense. These use the same material as if you were just buying them off the shelf, just like onesies, twosies. So they're in this, obviously the oversized heads, there's a ton of offset on here because most people slice it, right? So if that's gonna work for you as well. Some of the most forgiving things that you have on the market.
Right. So you can find, if you walk into any of our stores, you can find package sets from up to 8 to 10 different manufacturers nowadays. Price points everywhere from about $500 on the entry level, all the way up to about $3,000 on the premium level. And it's all brand specific. We have experts in stores, not just the fitters that Summer's responsible for training, but other associates as well on the floor that can answer any questions that you might have to help you figure out if a package set's the route you want to go, or if you like to get fitted for individual pieces of equipment too.
It's an option too. When I was in Studio as well, you can also just ask your fitter to special order a brand you're interested in, and maybe you only want to start with 4 or 5 clubs, so we can make that happen too. No problem.
Very true. Lots of options.
All right, well, and I love that you spoke about value too, because we have an upgraded loyalty program, Players Club Plus, where you get 1 free fitting a year, get a free practice session every day, free lesson, and there's all kinds of other benefits that come with that. But on top of that, it is a free studio fitting with qualified purchase. So we're all about getting you in the right club and making sure this is a game that's fun and social for you. So we've got a number of different options to make sure that we get you in the right club. Any questions, Donna, Jody?
I have one on the feed here. What's the actual difference between a men's club and a ladies club?
Looking at length usually and weight, but again, Jen proved that from earlier, right? That maybe she can handle that longer length and a little heavier weight. So just because you're a lady, definitely don't assume that you're in ladies, right? Just come test.
Yeah, that's a great answer. And what we're seeing in trends in research and development, we're starting to see equipment developed more for a player's profile as far as swing characteristics and speed of swing, more so than gender specific product. And that's really showing up in the equipment that we use in fittings in the studio.
Any other questions?
I have one. I was having trouble getting to see the video for the first 15 minutes. So I don't know if you guys discussed this. You probably did, but this is Lauren talking from Chicago. By the way, I've had an amazing experience with PGA Superstores. I'm so excited they finally opened actually in Chicago. They have 3 other suburban ones around me, and I've had phenomenal experience every time. They're like, they can't do enough for us, and the fitter in Chicago store was great. It was too early in the season, and here I was ready to write, spend a lot of money, and he's like, I'm not even going to let you do that right now because and he was honest, he just said, you're hitting like everything the same, so there's no point in changing right now. Like, let's get you more playing in the middle of the season and see. And this hasn't been my best season, so I think I might wait a little longer, but I do buy everything else from you guys, like tons of stuff. So anyway, my question is about the club head. I have a set that's a tailor-made set, and added a bunch of hybrids and, my own putter, sand wedge, etc. But I was wondering, I have a feeling that my driver from 12 years ago is probably a 13 or a 12, right? And I was just curious, I'd love to get a little more distance. So I was wondering, do you typically for women, and I know I know every player's different, and I'm also very short, by the way, but I don't cut my putter. I mean, I don't cut my driver or my 5-wood. I cut the rest, like, maybe an inch or two. I'm under 5 feet. But I'm used to playing with my club the way it is up to my chest. But do you recommend typically like a 12, an 11, a 10.5? Like, what do you typically recommend on the club head in general? If I hit fairly straight, maybe it goes a little to the right, and it goes high right now.
Like to the right. Okay.
Lauren, I'm going to jump in a little bit. We have to move on because we have a whole nother segment to do. So I would suggest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I would suggest going to the store with your questions, and we are going to send a recording out to everyone who signed up so you can catch up on the first 15 minutes. So I'm going to let Callista guide us to the next section.
You tell that lady, high and to the right, it's usually too much loft. And it's 12 years old, get that out of your bag.
Yeah. So there's an answer for you, Lauren. All right. Well, Bill, Summer, thank you so much for providing that great insight. And the overwhelming message here is, everyone's different. Everyone's game is different, right? And we've got a club to fit that. And, 75-minute driver fitting, I think we can get you pretty dialed in.
Absolutely.
All right, great. Well, with that,
Thank you.
let's do our transition over to our neighboring studio. And while we're walking over there, I want to share a little bit about what I'm wearing today. So I'm wearing Lily Pulitzer Luxletic, and it's a PK polo, and it's got a seashell motif. So those of you that are in the north and you're going to be traveling south soon to this resort warm weather markets, this is a fun piece. It's got a lightweight seersucker jacket with it with elastic waist and great cut. It's not too long. It's just right. And then the pants snug fit, probably just more for me, but I like a nice tailored fit. And then I have the G4 kilties on, and everywhere I go, I'm going to walk like this because the bottom of the shoe is just. But Megan's going to share a little bit more about these here in just a second. So What I'd like to do now is introduce you to Megan Detro, and Megan is our manager of merchandising execution. And she's got some great new products to show you today. Yes, get us through fall.
Yes, we're gonna do our best. Very nice to see everybody again. Thank you, Calista. So today we're gonna show you a lot of outfits that are perfect transitional pieces. So whether it's transitioning between seasons, climates, travel, easy to pack, easy to wear, quick transitions between the courts, running errands, back into the clubhouse for some drinks. You're gonna see a lot of different options today. So first I'm gonna have Annie come up. And Annie is wearing FootJoy. So FootJoy is a lot more than just rain gear. And we're very excited that FootJoy for Women will be in all of our stores in spring 2025. For right now, it is select stores and online. So Annie is wearing a full outfit that can transition from a light rain into a very sunny day. So on top, she's wearing one of our sleeveless vests that we have from FootJoy for Women. First time we've really had a lot of true rainwear from FootJoy for Women. Not only is she wearing the vest with the matching skirt that has four-way stretch and flexibility in it, she can immediately take this vest off and be completely covered from the sun in a FootJoy striped sun protection quarter zip as well.
Can I interrupt for a second? I need to interrupt for 1 second. The screen just went dark on the PGA, so maybe Rob can see what's up with the video. We went dark. So
Yep, we're live.
Okay,
Yep.
there you
There
are.
we
Okay,
go.
we see you again. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Thank you. So Annie, tell me a little bit about this outfit. When I first saw you today, you said I could wear this all day and it's so comfortable.
Yes, one of the favorite parts about this outfit is this quarter zip is so light that if you started your day, you could put a jacket on top of it and maybe you didn't put sunscreen on because you're wearing a jacket. You could leave this on all day, even as it gets warmer, because it's so lightweight, but it will still protect you from the sun. This vest is also a perfect accessory to kind of cover up if you are cold and then take it off as it gets warmer. And it's such a lightweight fabric that it'll hold up nicely and fit in your bag without problems.
Yeah, exactly. So it does have, as she's utilizing her pockets on the front, it does have great pockets on the front as well as seamless panels in the side that offer full stretch all the way around. Every piece that she's wearing is available in sizes extra small through extra large. So a lot of versatility in any of these to piece together as you need to. I think it looks great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, next we have Jenny. And Jenny is modeling one of the vendors that you learned about last time we had this conversation, our Laylee sweaters that are exclusive to PGA Tour Superstore. So before we had some that said Augusta, we had pickleball. Right now we have a V-neck golf motif, which is a fan favorite around the office as well in our stores. They retail for $39.99 year round. It's actually a great gift any time of the year, but it is a huge incentive for us around holiday for gift giving. She is also wearing a swing control 17-inch inseam skirt that is also exclusive to PGA Tour Superstore. All of the swing control garments are full stretch, four-way around, and the absolute most forgivable fabric. Also available in all stores and online. And then new for this year, this vest that she is wearing is also from Laylee. These have been created exclusively for PGA Tour Superstore. It will be in all stores for holiday. It comes in blue, navy, black, and the white that you see here, and that will retail for $49.99. So incredible price point across her entire outfit and all exclusive to PGA Tour. So Jenny, how do you like this sweater? Because I know you love the last one.
I do. I wear these sweaters all the time. Well, I don't have this one yet, but I wear this sweater all the time to work, after work. Very cute. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, and then with the layering with the vest, it's really easy. Both of these are like very lightweight, but you can also make them. I'm a cold person, so I'm always adding and taking off layers all the time. It's really easy to wear, easy to pack too. Very thin, so you can.
Perfect. And one thing too that I do want to note about the bottoms that she's wearing, this swing control comes in a skirt, it comes in a short, and then it also comes in a pant. We've heard from a lot of our customers that they love this collection just to also wear to work. So it's an easy transitional piece, very easy to maintain. Everything that you'll see here today is machine washable, wrinkle resistant skirt as well. So swing control can't say enough good things about how easy they transition, how easy they pack, and how easy they are to wear. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, and then last for this segment so far, we have Katie.
Katie is wearing Smith & Quinn. So while this collection is available online, it is available in select stores as well. One of the pieces that she's wearing down here, for this pull up your quarter zip, is the cutest skirt. It is a 17-inch inseam, but it has this ruffle detail. So again, really transitions right into the office if you want a more casual look for a Friday. But then she can quickly throw on a quarter zip or the polo she's wearing underneath to wear to the clubhouse and maybe a mixer at the golf course later in the evening. So Katie, tell me a little bit about Smith & Quinn. It's an exclusive vendor for us that we have, founded in Annapolis, Maryland, and you'll also see some of these breathable seams that she has in here. It gives it a lot of versatility. So, yeah, okay.
I have to say, like, the mesh detailing is great. It's very breathable, so it's a great piece to throw on in the beginning of the day or the golf course when you're first starting, and then you can pack it up easily in your bag, and it's a great transitional piece, like Megan.
Perfect. And then she is also wearing a very cute polo underneath this quarter zip that I do just want to point out as well. It's a navy with a Swiss detail on the collar. Very easy to take this off, throw it around her shoulders, tie it around the waist. All of these pieces work together really well, but they also work great separately. Thank you so much, Katie. Yeah. We are now going to transition over into footwear while our lovely models change and get into some other outfits for you. We're going to talk a lot about, again, transitions, and that's going to carry over to footwear as well. So while they put on a lot of rain gear that we're going to show you, I do want to talk about 5 shoe styles that we have currently in our stores. And some of these are very technical, so I might read a couple details to you. So this is a true classic. This is a FootJoy Traditions, and this style is called brogue. So anytime you see this perforation on the shoe, that is the brogue style. And that is why this is a more traditional FootJoy. All of the FootJoy is waterproof synthetic leather, and it has the brogue detailing. It's not only breathable, but it has a knit lining on the inside, and this is a spiked style. So this one is not going to be as versatile as some of the others. This one will not transition as easy. Again, this is a true traditional style. And then we're going to talk about our G4 Gallivanter, and this is the one that Callista was modeling earlier. This shoe is a combination of performance details with the Gallivanter favorite style. So much like the Kilty that we've had before, this style really combines all of G4's favorite elements into one shoe. So very cute bottom, spikeless, and if Callista will chime in, how comfortable?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I was telling Megan earlier, the shoe, I have a little bit more of a narrow foot and I wear a size 9.5, and I'm a little bit sensitive to how big my feet look, especially in a white golf shoe, but I love the Kilty. Kind of breaks up the profile and super comfortable. They have a massaging insole. Is that the right technical word for it? So it's constantly massaging your foot as well. This is going on my Christmas list.
It is a good one. So not only are these incredibly lightweight, but they have a counterbalanced heel for added stability as well. So not only is this a true performance shoe, it does fit much like a sneaker. All of the G4 shoes that you see here do come with an extra pair of laces, so you can change the look on it. You don't want the toe flap on the front, that is okay. You can do the navy shoelace instead. A lot of versatility with the G4 Kilty Gallivanter. Next, we have the Adidas S2G24. So this is actually not only one of our more popular footwear styles for women, it is the same for men, in fact. Not only is this completely versatile, but it is running shoe inspired. So the comfort on this shoe is one of the top reasons that it is so popular. It is spikeless, so therefore it offers increased wearability throughout the day. You can wear it on the course, you can wear it into the clubhouse, you can wear it to run errands. You're not going to slip and fall. This shoe is completely waterproof as well on the upper, and it has a full protective toe built in to keep the toe wet. So when it's dewy out, there's been a light mist, this is a great shoe that offers versatility for the rain, for the water, greens, you name it. This is a great shoe. Next, we have the New Balance 574 Greens V2. So this is also waterproof. The New Balance technology on this is called Endurance. So the increased comfort that's in this shoe, again, much like a running shoe or a walking sneaker, is made to be worn all day. Whether you're golfing for a full round or heading to run some errands, again, great versatility in this shoe. This one also has a 2-year waterproof warranty.
So great guarantees on this one. It has the look and comfort of a traditional New Balance sneaker, but it is an incredible golf shoe as well. And then lastly, we have the G4 MG424. So we have shown you this one before as well. This one is really based on performance. This shoe is referred to as the G Drive because of how waterproof that it is. The upper is constructed and is waterproof and stain resistant. These are all very easy to manage shoes. A little bit of mild soap cleans these right up. It has a sawtooth traction pattern to provide flexibility and grip. And then there is a molded heel cup that prevents heel slip. So easy on, easy off. It has this tab in the back to quickly transition into a pair of flats if you need to. Again, completely waterproof on the upper, and all of the fabrications of these shoes offer all-day support for wherever these shoes may find you. Okay, I think we are just about ready over here, so we can come back.
Quick question for you. Do some of these shoes come in the wider widths and maybe larger sizes like beyond 10 or size 5?
So these will go up to a 10. The only one of these that will come in a wide option would be the New Balance. But if you are looking for wide options that we carry, you could always try FootJoy as well as Skechers that we have in stock. Some limited styles of Adidas as well. I would tell you if you're looking for a wide, I would avoid both of these G4 shoes. This one tends to run a little smaller and I would size up. This one's more true to size.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. All right, Annie, come on down. So Annie is wearing our FootJoy women's rain gear. We are very excited to have this collection within our stores. So not only does she have full pleating on the bottom, but the bottom placard allows you to be able to hem this pant if it's running too long. So a lot of versatility on this pant for whoever may wear it. This entire collection is actually one of the lightest weights that FootJoy makes on the market today. And then underneath, in case the rain stops and she's going to spend the day golfing, these pants can completely snap off at the top, pull down on the bottom, super packable, throw them in your bag, throw them in the car. And then she has a sun protection long sleeve hoodie underneath. So Annie, want to talk a little bit about this jacket? It looks adorable on you.
Yes, well, one thing I would say too is like, I like this
Yeah.
inch area because I feel like a lot of the raincoats that I see nowadays just hang off you, so have a little bit of shape to it. It's very nice. It's super lightweight. This underneath gives you a little extra warmth if you need it, but again, this feels very breathable. A lot of the raincoats traditionally that I have at home, when I walk my dog, I sweat in them because they're waterproof. This doesn't make me feel like I'm sweating. And the pants are super comfortable, very lightweight. I would definitely recommend this. I also feel like it could be dry based on like the fabric, but thankfully they're not spraying us with water today.
Well, we should do that next time.
Yeah.
Just so you also know, the FootJoy product does have a 2-year waterproof guarantee on everything that she's wearing here. So while this is at a higher price point than some of our others, FootJoy is the brand that is known for the waterproof overall. I can't say enough about how waterproof FootJoy is, and if you've ever worn it or had it, you know that. But FootJoy is absolutely the name in waterproof golf gear. So again, it is a higher price point, but the versatility, the construction is unparalleled. So thank you very much. All right, and then next we have Jenny. And Jenny is wearing a full Adidas rain suit. So again, this is going to be a bit more mid-price point than the FootJoy, but still very versatile and much more traditional. It's not only traditional to the Adidas styling, but it is traditional to overall rainwear look as well. So Jenny, tell me a little bit about this, because honestly, you look like you could golf in it or run errands or go to the gym in it.
I could do anything.
Yeah.
I really like how it's kind of street style-esque in a way, which is very on style kind of vibes, you know? But I like that everything has zippers. Like, for example, when it's raining, you don't want your phone to get wet, and I appreciate that these have deep up my phone. I'm not worried about that. And then there's the zipper on the bottom. Let's see, but you can unzip those, zip them, and then also I like pockets, you know, but I just like how easy everything is and easy to throw on, and then raining it's lightweight. You don't have to worry about anything, and you'll be dry.
Perfect. And I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but the pockets are actually once zipped, also have a double layer over it, so the rain does not get in through the zipper. And whereas the pant that Annie was wearing has the flexibility to adjust, The one that Jenny is wearing is a jogger style, so this will also fit just about any height as well. All right, and then lastly, we have Katie, and it's not really raining where Katie is, but it is chilly. So Katie is wearing our Smith & Quinn 17-inch inseam sport. Super comfortable and visible zippers on the side. The fabrication is buttery soft on every piece that she is wearing. And then she's also wearing the quarter zip navy that goes with this as well, also from Smith & Quinn. It's really a lightweight scuba fabric almost, if you're familiar with that. Very buttery soft, and it is oversized. So this is something that you can size down in because that is a big piece of this look. So again, street styling to the golf course. It's a closet staple. So whether you want to wear it to golf, wear it to run errands, wear it to pick up the kids, a lot of versatility in the entire outfit that she's wearing. So Katie, I know that you've been wearing Smith & Quinn all day. So tell me a little bit about what this outfit feels for you.
I have to tell you, this jacket is amazing. They did a really good job with this. It's not too light and it's not too heavy. So it's just like perfect coverage for you. You can put it on in the morning if it's a little chilly out, and then you can take it right off and it will be great to be just put in your bag. And then the skirt, I think, is just a classic. It's a little fun and flirty with the design, and I love the length on it. So
perfect. And again, the versatility in all of the pieces that we've shown here today. This sport can be worn with just a solid polo, wear it to the office. A lot of versatility here. She can take the quarter zip off, tie it around her neck. Everything is machine washable, super packable, very breathable. And Smith & Quinn is becoming a fan favorite here as well. But that is all of our outfitting today, including our footwear and Calista. Is there any other questions that anybody has about anything you saw here today or just in general?
We had a couple of questions about larger sizes. If there's a, what you could recommend for that. We're going to send them to the website and so that they can type in their size and see what pops up. But if you have something you would like to recommend.
And so everything that you saw here is between the sizes extra small through extra large. We don't have a ton of vendors that offer beyond that at this point in store, but you can look online. Some vendors that I would stick to looking through, if you're looking for anything that runs a little larger, Pebble Beach would be a great one. Any of our PGA apparel for women is also great. Puma, Adidas, a lot of our sport brands that are made with the four-way stretch have a lot of forgiveness in them. Some of our other vendors, they might run a little bit smaller. I would avoid, any Barstool collection if you're looking for something that has a little bit more forgivability. But sticking with the sport vendors is really the best way to go. And there are some incredible trendy styles within those as well.
Any other questions?
I think that's it for now. We don't have any other questions. So we just encourage everyone to go to the website and check out the apparel and the clubs, and wanted to let everybody know and remind you that on September 24th, which is a Thursday, we are hosting in-store clinics on the driver at many of the PGA stores in your market. So if you go to the Women on Course calendar and look on the 24th, sign up, you will get a 1-hour clinic with your driver, and there will be a 15% discount on that day that you're there.
And I'd also like to mention, and earlier we were talking about online, and I don't know how many of you have been in any retail locations lately, but it's holiday time. And beginning October 1st, our online gift guide goes up on the website, and there's a lot of great gift ideas, gifts under $50, gifts for expert golfers, those that are beginning, for women, for juniors. So easy way to get your gift list taken care of for this holiday season.
Great. Well, thank you.
I also, one thing I want to end real quick, Dawn, is I'd like to encourage everybody to go to the site, the PGA Tour Superstore site, and join the Players Club, because on your birthday, you get a nice little email from them offering you 20% off. And I'll be cashing in on mine later today.
Happy birthday, Jody. It is her birthday today.
Hi, Jody.
Happy birthday, Jody.
One of our stores in.
I want to thank Calista. You and your team did an incredible job, and Summer and Lauren and everybody. So we'll see you in January. We're going to be doing another one on golf ball, virtual event on the golf balls. And not a lot of people understand the difference between balls, the pricing, the construction, what's better. So we'll see you all then, and have a great holiday season.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for joining us here at the Performance Training Center at PGA Tour Superstore. And we hope to see you in store soon. And next week will be great. Our in-store clinics for women on course.
I'm gonna stop there.